Hi, everybody. I'm Robin, and these are my reflections. And today we are unboxing the El Camino Oracle by Sabina Espinet. Now, this is something I am very excited to be unboxing. Thank you to US Games for sending this over to me for the purposes of a review and so that I could share it with you. And this is something that I have had on my radar for quite some time now because Sabina actually did a challenge on Instagram when this deck when it came out, when it first came out. And she had all these prompts, and I did everything with her, along with her, even though I didn't have the deck yet. And it was so much fun, and it was really great to like get to chat with her every day and drop my prompts, and she chatted back with me, and it was a lot of fun. That kind of community building kind of challenge that I love. So I really enjoyed that. And this has been on my wish list ever since. So I'm very excited to have it and be able to share it with you guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open this sucker up and see what's up. Now I have seen these images before. This is not a first impressions by any means, because like I said, I did the challenge last year, and I saw all the cards in the challenge, but I haven't seen them in a little while, and I haven't seen them in my hands. So it's always different when you get them in your hands. So we're going to take a look at the cards, and I think what we're going to do is I am going to show you the cards. We're going to unbox it, and then I'm going to come back later after I've used it for a little bit and tell you kind of how I've been using it. So we'll break the video up like that, which might make it a little bit long. So, grab a snack, grab a drink. You might be here for a little bit, okay? All right, so let's do this. So this is the box, and it says on this back, on the side, it says in Spanish, the word camino can refer to a path, road, journey, or the way. El Camino Oracle, 44 cards, 112-page illustrated guidebook. And El Camino Oracle guides us through an enlightening journey that honors ancestral wisdom and celebrates cultural heritage. The 44 cards, with titles in Spanish and English, feature pre-Columbian imagery and folk art presented in the vivid colors of traditional textiles. In the 112-page illustrated guidebook, Sabina shares stories for context and prompts for assimilating the cards' concepts into our daily lives. While her family's own immigrant experience is steeped in Caribbean and Hispanic roots, El Camino Oracle offers all of us the universal gift of self-discovery. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay. It's a square deck. I don't know if you can tell that. Let me see. Hang on one moment. All right. So here's an oracle card. A regular tarot card. And you know that those are they're rectangular. You can see that the cards here are shorter and longer. They're square. They're the same on all four sides. So that's exciting. I don't know if I even have one other square deck around here. This might be the only one. Okay. So let's take a look at the guidebook really quickly. Let's see what's up in here that we might need to know. It says walking in an immigrant's shoes is a precarious balancing act of navigating two worlds. It means having each foot planted in a different place and not completely belonging in either one, but knowing that you are supported by the richness of your ancestry. In Spanish, the word camino can be used to refer to a path, road, journey, or the way. On their camino, immigrants carry the invisible baggage of traditions handed down through multiple generations, which gives them a well of ancient wisdom to draw from. Through these cards, you are invited to visit your past and celebrate your roots in order to live a more meaningful present and future. Although the point of view in the deck comes from personal experiences, you do not have to be Latinx or an immigrant to find meaning in the messages. Even those who don't know their biological family can become acquainted with their broader cultural family tree to find their ancestral guides. The principles depicted in this artwork are archetypes that are universal to our human experiences. All of us are travelers, immigrants on the planet for the duration of our stay. That's beautiful. To emphasize the age and wisdom of these ideas, I used iconic pre-Columbian imagery from South America and combined them with a rustic folk art style of drawing. There's a couple of spreads in here, and then it gets right into the cards. So, yeah, let's open these suckers up. Where's my little knife? I gotta have my little knife so I can get in here without tearing up the cards, without tearing up my fingernails. Although y'all have to excuse my fingernails because I've been working outside in the yard. It's definitely, aside from cleaning bathrooms, one of my least favorite chores. I hate working in my yard, but I got to do it. Because if I don't do it, who's going to do it? Right? Can't let everything get overrun out there. All right, here we go. So these are the backs. Beautiful yellow and green mandalas. Beautiful. Beautiful. Or mandalas, however you say that. Gorgeous. I love the colors. I chose this. So this is a pillowcase that I got in a Mindful Souls box that I didn't have a pillow that would fit in, and I refused to buy one because my mother has 1,000. So until I get to her house to steal one of her extra pillows, I am using it as a tarot cloth, or I guess just a cloth for my table here, and I thought it would be a perfect match for this deck. What do you think? Yeah, I think it goes well. All right, so we have Camino. That's card number 1, the journey. Ancestors. This is the cover art there. Roots. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And there is the ancestor there at her solar plexus? Sacral? No, solar plexus, definitely, right? Solar plexus. Potential. Dreams. What does this say? Llegaron sin nada. They arrived with nothing. Y mi lo dieron todo. Okay, gracias mami, papi, first gen. Okay, so I think it says they arrived with nothing and they gave me everything. Thank you, mommy and daddy. I don't, listen, my Spanish is not the best, okay? I try. I speak it better than I read it, but I think that's what it says. I'll leave it here. You can Google Translate it if you like, right? Esperanza is hope. I usually don't like bugs, but this butterfly is actually kind of pretty. Not gonna lie. Effort. Resilience. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. This artwork is so pretty. So it said in the guidebook that she used a mix of wet and dry media in order to get these pretty, pretty textures. I don't know if you can really see them. Yeah, if I hold it a little closer, you can see the textures, the shadow and light there. It almost looks like cloth on this card, right? And these bright colors, beautiful adaptability. And the use of this pre-Columbian imagery mixed with the folk art is so nice. It grabbed me. When I saw it on Instagram, it grabbed me. It's really beautiful. And I can almost feel the care and appreciation that she has for her culture here by looking at this beautiful artwork and the love that she put into it. So this deck was written and illustrated by Sabina. Now I have one other deck from her, and I received another one for review where she's done the artwork. But this is the first one that I have where she's written and illustrated it. So I think it's going to give us just a little bit more insight into who she is as a person. And I'm excited about that. She seems really nice from the discourse that I had with her on Instagram. She seems really very kind, very much a light spirit. Protection. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I don't know if you can see, I'm gonna hold it up. These locks and a house and a cat and a car. and an ear, a listening ear there. Wonderful. All these charms. Medicine. Mint tea. Definitely some good medicine there. Luck. Trickster. I love the beautiful borders. I love this color. All of this pretty color. I've been feeling the color lately, guys. I wanted a lot of color on my table, and I was so excited to open the box and see this inside because I needed it. I needed it in my life. I did. When I got the pillowcase, this one, and then this, and I'm just like, yes, everything's waking up. Grief. Oh, look at this. Wow. I can't wait to read the guidebook on some of these, especially this one. I bet you there's a story there. I can almost think of what the story is, but I want to know what she wrote. Food. Idioma. Stories. Textiles. Beautiful. I'll hold it up so you can see the detail there. That it just looks like it's a painting, but damned if it doesn't look like a picture of some woven, you know what I mean? Like of woven textiles. It looks like a photograph. Música. Baile. I mean dance. Sorry, I switched to the Spanish, didn't I? Costume. Crafts. Let's see a detail on that. See here, you have the difference between, now this looks like a colored pencil or even, what is it called? Pastel. Where this one we looked at before looks dead on like cross stitch or something, right? Like a rug, like a photograph of a rug. Her art is amazing. Wow. I mean, she nailed that. Wow. Okay. Let me keep going. I don't want to keep this video too long. I don't want to make it too long. Here we go. Names. Diversity. Beautiful flower. I wonder what kind of flower this is. Fiesta. One of my favorite parts about going to Spain. Fiesta. Fiesta and siesta. My favorite two things in the world. I'm lying. I don't even take naps, and I usually don't take naps, but I take them when I go to Spain because everybody does. Éxito. Okay. Success. All right, let me zoom you out. We're gonna give it a shuffle. Okay, so let's shuffle them and see what we get, right? And we'll read from the guidebook. Yep, as I suspected, these shuffle great. There's only 44 cards, and because they're a little bit shorter than a normal tarot deck, they're very flexy. Yeah, these are gonna be fabulous. Love it. Love it. I'm here for this. I need more square decks, y'all. Do I have another square? I feel like this is the only one I have. Where have these been all my life? I really enjoy this. Okay, yeah. Overhand's great. I have small hands, so this is perfect for my hands. Like the size of this, I feel like every Oracle deck should be like this now. Like I want all my Oracle decks to be this size. Okay, let's pick a card. Let's see what we get. So we got comida, food, and take a look in the guidebook. This is card number 32. So they are numbered. So that makes it really easy to find them. There's the guidebook entry. If you want to pause that and read it yourself, I am going to read it. Hey, sorry about that. I don't know what happened to the sound on me reading from the guidebook, but it's missing. So I'm going to just quickly read through this guidebook now. And while we're back, I have been working with the deck at this point for a few weeks, and I'm going to do a quick review and some pairings. So stay tuned. All right, so let's just get this out of the way. So I think we were talking about comida, food. So let me just find it in the guidebook here for you. It is numbered, so we're at number 32. So the guidebook gives you some information on the background of the card and sort of gives you sort of a grounding on as to how it relates to the culture. And then it has a section with a affirmation, and then what you can do to sort of bring the energy into your life, or in this case, food, how you can enjoy food in your life. And then there's a reverse section, which is really just kind of talking about if it's not coming into your life or if it's missing or blocked, how you can, it's giving you sort of like a thought exercise on how to fix that. So I'm going to read this just really quickly. Comida, food. The next time you are enjoying a chocolatey treat, thank your Latinx friends. The cacao tree originated in the Amazon basin, then was domesticated over 4,000 years ago by the Mayan people and used to make ceremonial chocolate drinks. Sharing a meal is a human gesture that unites us on a primitive level, and it can be one of the first ways to understand a person or a community. In every culture, food is the most instinctual way of bonding. Preparing and sharing meals is a powerful way to communicate through regional flavors and ingredients and to show mutual respect by experiencing the giving and receiving of nourishment. Often, immigrants make and sell their culinary specialties as a means to earn a living in a new country. By sharing their cuisine, they are creating a source of income for themselves and also sharing a part of their heritage. Assimilation. The affirmation is, I can nourish and comfort my soul in healthy ways. It says, Buen provecho. Enjoy your meal. Eat or share food from your culture, a slice of fruit, a dish using spices, or a typical drink. Think about how you can nourish your soul more. Upside down, what areas of your life needs more nourishment? How can you feed it? Okay, so that is the guidebook. So I've been using the deck for a little bit now, and it just feels sort of like advice from my auntie, right? There's lots of great information in the guidebook about the culture, and I enjoy reading that. And then the advice sections and the affirmations are wonderful. Now, the guidebook uh, suggested that you listen to music because music is a big part of Latinx culture. You listen to music while you pull a card. There are 3 spreads in this guidebook, and all 3 of them will be, I always look at the spreads. I don't always use them. I don't always keep them with me, but I love all 3 of these spreads. So I just wanted to share with you one of them that I definitely will be taking into my world. So this is a meditation practice. It's a 1-card draw. And so what she suggested that you do in the book is that you listen to music, and draw a card and then meditate. So I tried it in a few ways. The first time I drew the card, I was listening to, like, I think the first card I drew I was listening to Gloria Estefan. Now, Gloria Estefan is not Colombian, but that's okay. Neither am I. And I love me some Gloria Estefan. So I put her on the first time I drew, and I read from the guidebook and I did the meditation. And I was thinking about trying to meditate on the questions that she asked in the book. Then the next time I was listening probably to Shakira, who I think is Colombian. I was listening to that, and I drew from the card, and I didn't read from the guidebook. And I just kind of looked at the image and just thought about what I saw in the image and the keyword and just meditated on that. And then I came back and looked at the guidebook and sort of did a thought process. I didn't do any journaling, but you could do that. As I was going through the cards and using them, I realized that this is a very much an ancestral deck. I was feeling a lot of ancestral messages coming through. So then I started pulling cards and putting on music that I thought that my ancestors might like, like Otis Redding, or I think I did Aretha Franklin one day. And then while I was working with it, I think Harry Belafonte passed, so I put on a couple of his songs, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, it just was an experience. You know what I mean? It's just more than just pulling cards and writing in a book or pulling cards and thinking about it. It was fun. It was a fun experience. There's a lot of fun colors here. The suggestion to listen to music while I do it was fun, and that was in the guidebook, you know. So I enjoyed that. Then I did another spread that she has in here, which is the flag spread, which read me for filth. This deck basically was like an auntie shaking his finger at me, being like, get your shit together, but also I love you, and, you know, giving me a big hug and saying, I'm going to help you with that, right? This feels like a general ancestral deck, not like a, maybe like a, I could even put this in my like angel reading section of my shelf. It doesn't feel like it's been claimed by a certain ancestor in my collection. I don't, you know, but it does feel very much like something that has been here before is giving me advice. You know, that's what I'm trying to say. So it does feel very much like old advice, right? Like from a auntie or something, you know? So I love that about it. And so I tried it with a couple of different decks. So let's take a look at what I tried it with, and you can let me know what you think. Before we get into the pairings, I just want to really quickly say that in the first video, I said that the deck was square, but I was mistaken. The deck is not square. I did notice that as I was using it. It looks square to my eyes, and it still looks square to my eyes, but I know with my brain that it is not square because you cannot put it in the box both ways. Like, it goes in the box this way, but it does not go in the box this way, okay? It doesn't fit. So it's because the deck is not actually square. It is slightly off. So I will just show you, like, if you were to turn one the wrong way, when you go to put them together, you'll be able to tell that it's turned the wrong way, which is genius. Like, I mean, that is genius. I'm sorry, it's genius. I love this card. It's so pretty. I spent so much time just kind of staring at it one day. I pulled it and I was just like, it looks like she took a picture of a rug, but this is a painting. But the way she painted it is like, oh, wow. It looks so real. It looks so realistic. I just wanted to let you know that it looks square, but it's not. So you get all the benefits of feeling like you have a square deck, but you also don't have to worry about the cards coming up all crazy. I mean, they'll come up reversed or right side up, but they will not come sideways on you because they are slightly off. So yeah. The first deck I tried it with was the Glamorous Tarot. This one immediately came to mind when I opened this up and I saw these beautiful colors and I saw all of this, all these mandalas and all of this in the background. I don't even know what to call it because this deck does the same thing. These are the gorgeous backs on that deck. Oh my God, the backs. Oh my God, the backs. I love the backs of this deck. So, yeah, I really felt like they would love each other, and they did. Like I said, they read me for filth, but but you know, in a kind way, you know, they weren't mean to me, you know, but they definitely were giving good advice. You know, I needed to get my stuff together, and they let me know. So I loved the echo of the shapes and everything in the mix of these two card decks. The color, it was just really a beautiful experience. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I love this. So this was like my favorite pairing for sure. For sure. The echoes of colors, the echoes of patterns. They talk to each other effortlessly. So that was the first pairing that I did. And that's the Glamorous Tarot. You can find this one on Etsy. The next deck that I used was the Onyx Tarot. I wanted to give it a shot to see how it looked, how it read, and it did. It looked good together. It read well together. I'm always looking for, you know, just a basic RWS deck to put with it. The Onyx Tarot's colors are a little bit more muted than this one, so it did bring it into sort of a a less bright. So if you don't want something so bright, if you're just not feeling all the bright, maybe you're doing like a nighttime reading. I felt like this one was better for me when I was looking for something more muted to kind of bring it into a more muted state, but they read together wonderfully. And they look great together. The colors look good together. So I enjoyed this pairing. What do you think? Another pairing I really loved was the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot. Now, I knew that this was going to look great together because if you know the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot, you know that it also has colored borders. So you can take a look at these to see that they are a lovely pair. So they both have sort of a boxy shape with these colored borders. They really just looked great together. And they read nicely together. So what do you think of this one? Yeah. Now, the final deck that I wanted to show here today is, okay, it's out of print. I don't know why. But I have a feeling a lot of people have this deck just laying around because I bought this deck, I want to say 2 Christmases ago at like TJ Maxx or something. So people have this deck. So if you have this one, Crazy Sexy Love Notes, I have to tell you, I did a pairing with this, and this was like such a lovely, fabulous pairing. It's sort of like tough love with a hug, not even tough love, just like honesty, loving honesty plus a hug from a mom. It definitely felt like together they just felt like I don't even know, like a curl up on the couch, kind of like I had a bad week and I just want to curl up on the couch with my mom and eat popcorn and watch movies and maybe eat ice cream. I don't know. And she gives you advice, and it was just a lovely pairing. I don't usually pair 2 Oracle decks together, but if you have this one laying around and you're not using it like I did, it just popped into my head to try it. And it really was a fabulous message. I got like such a great message from it. And then I tried it again another day and I got another fabulous message. It's just, yeah, I think that these two like each other. So I just wanted to put that out there for anybody who has this one just laying around unused. Maybe bust it back out if you have the both and try them. This is the Crazy Sexy Love Notes with the El Camino Oracle. Okay, so that is what I have to talk about today. I think that this is a wonderful deck. Like I said, it is probably going to go on the shelf with my Angel Messages Tarot and my Sufi Tarot. It doesn't feel like an ancestor has claimed it, but if one does, then they can have it. But until then, I'm just gonna use it for sort of that, messages from spirit that it gives some really good advice. Really good advice that kind of not really, I don't want to call it tough love because it's not tough. It's like real. You know what I mean? Like it's just real. And it's warm and it's real. I loved it. I really enjoyed my time with it. I liked the guidebook and some of the little kind of real warm messages, like real applications that came with it. So yeah, let me know if you have this deck and you're using it. I love this fiesta. She looks like, this is like a carnival picture, right? So that's all I have. I hope it was helpful, or at least you enjoyed seeing the deck. If you have the deck, what are you doing with it? How are you using it? Did you try that music exercise? Like, how did it go for you? Has it read you to filth? Because it definitely read me to filth a couple of times. But it also gave me nice hugs, so I loved it. And yeah, if you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I release videos every few days regarding tarot and oracle. I do appreciate all of the things that you do to help my channel to grow. I have Amazon affiliate link, so I'll put it below if you do want to get the deck. I'll also post the US Games Systems link below where you can buy it from there directly from their website. They do sometimes have sales. If they do ship to you, that's a good option as well. And until next time, stay safe and be blessed. Bye bye.